Welcome back. If you love history, and more specifically, during that era of the Civil War, my next guest has a novel that you must read. He's an author, he's a professor, and he's a historian. David Bridges joins us now with more about The Broken Circle, which, David, you say has a lot to do with one of Alabama's Hall of Famers. Good afternoon.
Oh, nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. And you brought so much to show us. So give us a little bit about what the book is about.
Well, John Pelham, who is the state hero, more or less, of Alabama, and was a commander of my great-great-uncle, Major James Breathitt. So the story, I first wrote Major Breathitt's biography, and that's Fighting with Jeb Stuart. And then I took his biography and turned it into historical fiction.
So he was forced to make a really big decision. Tell us about the decision.
The decision is the fact that he was born and raised in Maryland. And Maryland was a very divided state during the war. And there were units that went north and units that went south. So there was, he had to make a big decision as to which way he was going to go because it was a border state.
And he decided between treating the sick and fighting?
Yeah,
he was some photos that while you're talking.
Trained as a doctor, 1860 graduate, University of Maryland, medical school, and Jeb Stuart, I think, on a train ride coming back from the west to the east.
And this is this book right here?
Convinced him, yes, that's the biography, convinced him to go not into the medical corps, but into the 1st Virginia Cav, and then ended up, he and John Pelham were given the assignment to start the Stuart Horse Artillery in November of '61.
So rich in history, obviously. Tell me a little bit about this, what we're looking at.
This is James Breathitt's apothecary kit, and as a doctor, I've said many times he would shoot him up and then patch him up. And he would go on to battlefields and fire his horse artillery all during the battle. And then his Hippocratic oath would have him have to minister to those people that were casualties. So, and it was seen from both sides that he did so to both blue and gray.
Why was it so important for you to write this book?
Well, I've got 25 Confederate ancestors, and from Virginia and Maryland, and I, at 11 years old, went to Gettysburg and saw where his cannon was on the East Cavalry battlefield, and just became interested in him, and I kind of saw it as a ministry. I'm 25 years a Presbyterian minister and been honorably retired for 5 years to write the novel. But there's a lot of theology in the novel, and Reformed theology.
And you'll get to tell people more about that. You're doing a book signing January 22nd at Page and Palette. Get his autograph and get more about history. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more news after this.